Raz, dva, test, test.
Děkuju. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with first part of the press conference here in Hanover, Zach Arena, OKTAGON 75. I would like to welcome our fighters who made it to press conference. Really good performance, all of you guys. And also would like to welcome our guests from the media. So, first questions, please.
Ja, Michael Bauer, NTV. Meine erste Frage an Emilio Kisua. Du hast zwar
First question for Emilio Kisua. You said that you prepared after the last fight for the new fight, but how can you prepare for something unconventional, being grabbed by the leg?
Tatsächlich haben wir es gedrillt. Man sieht auch, wenn man sich
Well, we did drill this.
Wir haben es geschaut. Und rollt sich
You would have seen it if you saw the footage from my training sessions, because we did prepare for exactly this. And my opponent was very smart with this because he rolled over, and when he was pulling out, he caught me by the leg, and I was expecting it. So even though it was a surprising move, I knew how to react, and I did move in a counterproductive way, but I think I made it harder on him. And I saw that there was space for me to hit him, so I did. And how did you feel in the arena with all the fans and the atmosphere? I think that you left a great impression, and you said that you want to celebrate. So what do you have to say to that? Well, I have to say that I've been dreaming about this ever since I was 16 or 17, being in an arena like this, having the fans be screaming my name, and I visualized this. I imagined the arena, and so I did not feel under pressure, and I feel like I was pretty calm. Another question, this time for Hugo Wach. This was such a great show. You made a name for yourself tonight, and you had a great walkout with that costume. So how did you feel fighting in the home ground arena? I have to say that it was awesome. Walking out, doing that little dance was fun, and I think the fans must have enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. The atmosphere was so enjoyable, and it was great. My walkout song is one that I really like. So this sample of that song was made specifically for my walkout, so that was great. And I enjoyed it. Now, another question. This win might not be what you imagined, how you expected it, but what do you see coming for you next? I have to say that what I want to do next is work on being confident, building it no matter what happens in the fights that I take on. I'm equipped, I'm ready, and I know I have the weapons that I need. So I just have to trust in myself. I have to believe that I can depend on myself. I have to trust myself to get up when I'm knocked down, and that I can dominate in hard situations when I'm getting hit by strong hands. And I have to trust in my game and in a dominant game. Being dominant, that's what you just talked about, and I have to say that your performance tonight was dominant. Did it go according to plan? Did you expect this sort of finish, or did you wish for something different, Mago? My opponent was aggressive, in the first round specifically. And I didn't want to keep fighting on the ground. I was thinking no more grappling. And he was tired, I was tired, so I just kept pushing forward, and then I finished him. We also saw a great finish with Johnny in featherweight, and there were multiple strong finishes in the featherweight category tonight. So do you think something similar would be attractive for future fights and future opponents? Kalistaha, Samsonize, they're all strong opponents. Well, maybe we could face we could see a title fight in December.
Weiter mit Emilio Kisua. Emilio,
Emilio, another question for you.
Er hat für Köln noch keinen Gegner. Hättest du Interesse,
Frederik Vosgrene doesn't have an opponent for Cologne, so is that something you're interested in?
Auf jeden Fall.
Of course.
Köln eher weniger. Weil, wie gesagt, ich habe auch noch
I don't know if I'm interested in Cologne,
13 Wochen lang am
and I've
Camp.
said that.
Ich würde jetzt erstmal gerne.
I have a family.
Da passt Mitte November besser.
I spent 13 weeks prepping in camp, but so that might be too soon. But if I get a good offer, I'm not gonna be mad about it.
Das wäre ganz gut für den Kampf, denke ich.
We'll see. And I think it would make for an interesting match.
weiter. Vielleicht schilderst du den Leuten mal so ein bisschen die
Moritz, this question is for you.
bekommen haben, was passiert ist, wieso der Kampf abgebrochen worden ist.
We didn't understand what happened in the cage with the doctor stoppage. We were confused. Why did it happen?
Vorab muss ich sagen, mir geht's sehr, sehr gut.
First, I have to say that I'm doing well, I'm okay.
Genau mein Ding.
But in that fight, Hugo hit me in my left eye with his elbow,
Ich habe auf einmal den
and he hit a nerve in my eye that made my eye swell up, and I saw him fourfold. I had to have my eye checked, and the doctor said that we had to stop the fight and that I could not keep going. And unfortunately, they wouldn't let me, even though I wanted to. So that's what it is.
Wie hat es dir gefallen, so bei Octagon, das erste Mal Octagon auf so einer riesigen Bühne?
And how did you like your debut in Octagon, such a huge arena that you got to perform in?
total geile Veranstaltung.
Well, I have to say, it was a great tournament.
Arena, die Kulisse.
I enjoyed it so much. It was so fun. The arena, the people, and the atmosphere, they were great.
Und dieses Feeling,
When I walked into the arena, that feeling was indescribable. It was brutal, like brutally awesome, and I felt myself soaking in the energy, and it didn't make me nervous at all. It motivated me. But I can definitely imagine a future for myself in Octagon.
super nett.
The people who make this show happen, the runners and everything, they're also awesome, and I think that's something I'd enjoy, being in this environment.
A little bit about your game plan. I mean, was it the plan to go straight to the heel hook, or tell us?
Sorry. Tak, mój plan był w parterze przewalczyć. Najpierw zapaśniczo, potem w parterze. Nie udało się, zablokowała mi się noga, był lepszy w tym momencie i tylko tyle.
Yeah, he basically said that his opponent it was a game plan. He has a game plan, but he didn't finish the game plan, and so the opponent was much better than him. So that's the answer. Yeah.
Question for Wenderley. After your last fight finished so fast, we said the first round was really pretty hard, like back and forth. I talked to him also. Condition-wise, you both looked tired, but what was something difficult in your camp that you were so exhausted in the second round?
Let's go. I did a good preparation for this fight. Sometimes I use too much my power in the first round, but his game plan was good. Work right. He take me down. In my mind, he was trying to strike for me. In my mind was like, I'll put my strikes to make a show for everybody. But he did a good plan. Put me down. Spend a little bit my power and come to the second round to finish. I feel a little bit the punch on my back head. I feel a little bit weak my legs, but this is not a problem. Just happened. I know that was not intentional, and I accept this fight. Not only for me, not because he's top 2 and I have a chance to step step ahead the other guys on division. I did the show for everybody watch because everybody expected too much for this fight. I sorry because unfortunately I did the last that I can, but I hope very soon, November, if I can, fight in Munich, and I want to do my best on my real division on the beta weight.
That's going to be my next question. You want to move up, so that's it from me. Thanks, Yuan.
I asked in the first fight to fight in the beta weight, and the organization give to me another featherweight and another featherweight again. So I want to move to my real division. There I really know that I can be too much better.
Nabil von Nabil's Fight Fact, kurze Frage an Hugo. Was war das Erste, was dir durch den Kopf ging, als der...
Short question for Hugo. What were you thinking first when they stopped the fight?
In gewisser Weise Enttäuschung, so, aber...
Well, I was disappointed, of course.
Ich hab's ja schon so gesehen, dass da irgendwas los ist.
I saw them talking, so I was expecting it. And at that moment, I tried to be ready for the fight going on. But then they ended up stopping it, so what can a man do?
Den Kampf für dich richtig feiern oder wie gehst du jetzt damit um?
Ich würde schon sagen, weil am Ende...
Can you even celebrate this win?
Mit dem Einschlag, der
Well, I was the one to finish the fight. I hit him so hard that he couldn't go on, so they had to stop it. So I guess it's a technical KO, so why not? Of course, I didn't want to finish the fight until the second round because I think we could have put on a good show in the second round. We were trying to getting to know each other in the first round, and I know that I was stronger, and I was stronger in his strong suit. So I thought that we would be striking in the second round. And I think that that would have been fun, but unfortunately it didn't happen.
Ich hätte noch eine Frage an Emilio. Keine spezifische Frage.
Question for Emilio.
Du hast nach dem Kampf gesagt, warst sehr entspannt, dass du heute erstmal Party machen willst.
You said that you were going to celebrate after your fight. So what's your plan as an athlete celebrating a win like this? And so where's the party? Well, we'll see what my options are. I'm not a huge party guy, as in drinking a lot, but I can still party well. I can party without alcohol. So you'll be dancing? For sure.
Ich würde gerne noch was sagen. Nach dem Kampf habe ich ja gesagt.
I just want to say one thing. After my fight, I said, have a good night, Frankfurt. I want to apologize for that, okay? I wasn't thinking straight at that moment. Of course, I wanted to say, have a nice evening, Hanover.
Any more questions? Okay, so it's look like we are done for the first part, but stay tuned because we are really soon back with the second part with Andrei Novotny and also Pavel Neruda. So you can ask him where he was. Yeah. Have a good one. Stay tuned. We are back soon. Thank you.
Moments like these will stay with you forever.
A je konec. Ivan vypadá dobře.
A teraz tam prišiel tvrdý úder od Ivana.
Buchinger to znovu dokázal.
Legendary battles that have written MMA history. Pure, adrenaline-packed action. Don't miss the next Octagon event in Bratislava.
Zakujeme Bratislavu!
Ivan Buchinger, Vlasto Chepo, Jaime Cordero, Samuel Kristofich, Daniel Schmidt, Veronika Smolkova. And on top of that, the semi-final matchups of the Tip Sport Game Changer with a €1 million prize pool. Octagon 77, October 4th, Tipos Arena, Bratislava. Tickets are available at octagonmma.com or watch live on octagon.tv.
Welcome on the press conference after OKTAGON 75 here in Hanover. We were witnesses of a great tournament. How the German says, there was an electrisierte Atmosphäre, and I really like it. So we are happy to have Hanover as another city of our map of OKTAGON Tour, and big thanks to all fighters, all production team, journalists, fans that were part of this event. Regarding the injuries, there is just Edgar Jimenez had to go to hospital because there's a suspicion he has broken bone below his eye, and other guys are more or less okay, just minor injuries. Regarding the Nerda Cup team, where the teams are competing, companies between each other, Tipsport is #1 after double KO, and Progressive's team is on the 2nd place now, so congrats to them as well.
Okay, also thank you to everyone, and I just want to add that Tipsport performance of the night is going to Khalid Taha. Congratulations. Yeah, it's 5,000 euro. Okay, who's got the first question?
Julian, mal eine Maske, dann direkt die Frage an Khalid. So, das ist
Let's start with Khalid.
Die Frage ist Tradition bei OKTAGON. Was wirst du mit diesen 5.000 Euro machen?
What are you going to do with the bonus? It's a typical question.
Bruder, schwer, ich weiß nicht. Keine Ahnung.
Bro, I have no idea. It's a tough question. We'll see. We'll see. Something nice. I'll buy something nice.
Vielleicht beim Walk-In angefangen. Ich meine, du bist rausgekommen. Die ganze Halle hat gebucht während dem
It all started with your walkout. When you walked out, the entire arena was booing you. What was it like? Well, that's what we expected. And if I'm honest, I was kind of moved. I had very explosive emotions inside me, but all of this hatred, these negative feelings, it's not coming from the coaches or the fighters. It's all coming from people who are sitting at home. They haven't achieved anything. Do you know what it's like doing what we do, cutting weight, watching your diet, all the preparations, training? The people who are hating on us, they don't have the experience. They just want to have what we have. I'm sorry for that, but that's the way it is.
Du warst 2 Runden hinten. Was hat dir deine Ecke gesagt zur dritten Runde?
You were 2 rounds behind on the points. So what did your corner tell you to do in the 3rd round to get the win? Let me put it this way. In the 1st round, I got 2 eye pokes. I was trying to keep my focus, but things were not getting better. I was still seeing twice. And I just couldn't get into the fight. I thought to myself, let's try again. Let's try my best, maybe try a little boxing to go here and there. That wasn't working the way I wanted it to. The 1st round, I failed. The 2nd round didn't go to my plan, but the fight is for 15 minutes. And until the last second, I knew I was going to get the win.
Wenn du dir aussuchen dürftest, welchen Kampf willst du als nächstes?
Maybe one last question for you. Who do you want to fight next, if you could choose? Max Holzer. That's a fight that needs to happen, in my opinion, and we both deserve a title fight. And if I'm honest, Nico is the #1, and he's already had a title fight. And then he had 2 wins. They were really, really good. And if Max didn't want to fight me, maybe I could fight Nico Samsonidze. But I think the thing that should happen is me fighting Max Holzer. But I'm not running towards anyone. I'm not chasing after anyone. He thinks he is OKTAGON. He's so far up his head, and he's very young. And everyone who's going up will go down.
Wie war das für dich, so Main Event rauszulaufen, der Walk-In, der Kampf, die Performance?
So, Johnny, this was your first main event. What was it like? from the very beginning until the end.
Boah, das war echt ein geiles Gefühl.
It was a great feeling.
Allein in der Heimat, in der Heimatstadt.
The title fight, well, it was the main event, more like. It was important for me fighting here in Hanover because I'm here at home. It doesn't matter if it's a main event or co-main event, but the important part was I was at home in front of a packed arena. And maybe next time we can fight Max, or we can be on the same card with Max together. You gave us a great show tonight. What would you advise to Max? He's only 23, so what would you tell him? He's 22 or 23, that's right, and I think for his age he's really great, and his entire career is in front of him. Max needs fights where we see different levels of the fighters.
How was France? Andre said he was there. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yeah, the pancake was good, very good, and croissants as well.
Andre said the crepe.
Yeah, the crepes.
Well, yeah, like I told you, he took my oldest daughter. She's 25. Bring her to Paris. Bring some crêpe Suzette. So we need to talk after this.
No, but yeah. It was. I'm happy with the trip. I will tell you. That's the maybe conclusion for now.
Thank you.
Yeah, follow-up question to the promoters. As you've seen, there were a lot of chants for Max Holzer, so the city Hanover is all about their local heroes. Will Hanover be in your plans in the future, or what do you think about the event in general?
I would say yes, definitely. The fans were great. We have strong fighters here, the fan base and everything, and it's important city on the map of Germany where we definitely would like to come back and make it again. So I think after today, what you saw, they deserve it. So we'll be back.
Okay, thank you. Dann Frage an Lazar Todev.
Question for Lazar Todev.
Der Gameplan, den du dir vorgenommen hast in diesem Kampf, man hat ein bisschen das Gefühl gehabt.
Did things go according to your game plan tonight? Because we had a slight feeling that neither of you two really wanted to go into big, dangerous exchanges. So why did the fight end up the way it did, and why did it look the way it did, and how did you get the win in the end? Okay, from my side, let me just say I really respect my opponent. And I couldn't risk anything, because I saw that my opponent was very, very, very dangerous. I was preparing for him, so I did my work, I did my homework, and I tried to get the best out of it. Of course I wanted to get this win, and if I had the chance to finish the fight, I would. But the guy, Lewis, he's amazing, so if someone's criticizing me for not finishing him, well, he's really good. It wasn't that easy. So it was a decision win. So it's probably not the best thing to put on your CV if you're trying to get the title shot. So, what are your plans for the future? Are you planning to fight this year? Will you fight Vespasiani, perhaps? I will talk about this with the promotion. I would like the title shot, but unfortunately, the last event in Germany is in December, and I'm not available because I have different plans for that time. But I want to fight, yeah, sure. And if that doesn't work out this year, it needs to work out next year. We have a great communication set up with OKTAGON. I never denied any fight, so we will see how it goes. A fight against Patrick Vespasiani, that was something that was floated before. Do you think that's interesting for you? Well, you can also ask the promoters. You can ask the organization. All my opponents that they gave to me, I always accepted them. If they gave me Patrick, of course, I would accept that too. No problem at all. I'm here to show what I can do. I'm here to fight. The next question is for Khalid Taha. After the fight, you spoke about your injury. Does that mean that we won't get to see you in this cage this year? Or is there a chance? I don't think I'll get to fight this year. When you take a look at the events, I think we should look for a tournament where I would be a good fit for it, but you never know. I have to see at all my check all of my injuries, all the places that hurt. I still haven't checked out all of them, so we will see. Could you tell us something about your opponent, who sadly isn't here with us today, but he showed a strong performance here in Octagon? Unfortunately, he lost today, but what was your feeling about him? You were praising him before the fight, and now you stood against him in the cage for 2 rounds. As I said, he entered the cage to get a win. You know, you have fighters, when you see their record, it doesn't look all that great. My opponent, he's a farmer. And he felt very strong, but also unorthodox in his style. It was almost kind of annoying the way he fought me. It was so different, but he was very, very strong. He was also full of respect, and my best wishes to him. We also spoke, we took a picture after the fight, and he showed his respect to me. He's a great guy. A question for Johnny. Congratulations on your win in your hometown. In the second round, we saw that Jakub was getting very, very tired. And then you entered for a takedown. Why? Did you try to save him a little bit, or were you tired yourself? Well, I don't know. Sometimes in a fight, strange things happen. And I'm someone who tries to go a little bit freestyle in my fights. When I saw the opportunity to get the takedown, I wanted to try it, maybe to take him down, but he defended the takedown, so it didn't work out. Did you notice that in the second round he was really running on fumes? He was very close to being finished, because in the third round we saw he was totally just tired. Yeah, I noticed that, yeah. I saw that I broke him mentally. But then he just maybe thought, screw it. I'm just gonna punch him as much as I can. I'm just gonna throw everything at him. But I could punch him even more. Were you surprised that he could take so many punches? Yeah, of course, I was. I didn't expect that. In MMA, when you have 2 fighters who are of different heights, it's a huge game changer for the entire fight. So, what did it feel like for you, the height difference? Did you have a special strategy to go with your own style? Well, it's an MMA fight, and I keep repeating this all the time. I can hold my ground against everyone. I had my debut with a judoku and a wrestler. I had striking fights against huge strikers. Batwalski is incredibly strong in striking, and I still showed that I can dominate. Thank you.
Lazar Todiev, question for you. Congratulations. When you fought Fleury in Stuttgart, I really enjoyed the fight. Can you talk us through what was going on in your mind today? You looked more passive today. At least you started up like that. Maybe you didn't want to risk anything. You were also not as heavy. Are you content? Yeah, sure, I am content. I won, so I'm content. I'm happy with it. Maybe I started a little bit too late. I started more passively, but after a couple of seconds, I told myself, okay, I can now do more, but I didn't want to risk. I think that I got a good view of the situation. And what about further tournaments? Now, are you going to have a break, or are you going to practice, to train? Well, I don't have any pain, any injury. Thankfully, I'm not injured, so I will continue doing my job on Monday. Tuesday, at the latest, I will be back at the gym. I have further fights coming up. You have changed up your team. I saw different people. Yes, we have changed our method of training, and also my training group has changed. But I think that this just happens for every fighter. We have some development. So this is not the first time that things have changed. Thank you, and we're looking forward for your next fights. The next question for Khalid Taha. On Instagram, we were writing together, we were texting, and you told me that your brother is helping you, that he is trying to walk you through the fight a little bit, that he is controlling it a bit. And you talked about your injury, and at the end I thought that you will want a finish. Is that something that you wanted? Did you say to yourself, screw it, let's do it? Or what did go through your mind? Well, that didn't work that way, to be honest. Look, I took the most shitty scenario and I did the best of it that I could. I didn't use my right hand enough. 3 weeks before the fight, I had antibiotics and it was just really fucked. If I just left it the way it was and if I just was there for 15 minutes, then it wouldn't be that fight it was. I told myself I can knock him out in the beginning or maybe at the end. I wanted to be more explosive, but I didn't do that because this is what I thought. If I go directly into him and I know he has a hard chin, I knew it's going to hurt me, and then my hand will hurt for 15 minutes. I got the eye pokes, as I told you, and this is also how fights can look like. And you grow from it, you learn from it. And I showed you that I learned from it. And now, after the 2 rounds, you saw a brutal finish. So I don't think it went in any bad way. I'm happy with it. You said that he is an unorthodox opponent, Jimenez. Yeah, I didn't mean it in any bad way. But how could you expect something from him when he is unorthodox? Well, any fighter will understand what I mean with it. It's better to fight somebody who has a way of fighting, who have clean techniques. And if you have these unorthodox fighters, you don't know what to expect. You cannot predict it. It was kind of annoying to me, but that's something that belongs to MMA as well. My first question goes to Khalid. After your fight, you said that even though your arm was broken, you would not have refused a fight. Why? Because it just takes too much time. It's been too long of just debating, speculating, and it's enough. We need to get up and go for it. Unfortunately, the original matchup didn't work out, but I had to accept it and show what I can do. I didn't want to refuse it. I wanted that fight, so I just got up, and now I'm very happy I did it, because this fight will teach me something. It's a lesson, and you never stop having. You said that you got 2 eye pokes. We can see it, that there is some injury to your eye. Do you have any diagnosis? Do you know what's going on? Because it can be dangerous, these things. Yes, I got some eye drops, not those that Max keeps talking about, but I really got some eye drops. I don't know where they are now. That helps me. I keep putting it into my eye. But if it's not going to get better till tomorrow, because it really burns. It's like if you had sand in your eyes. It's really burning and hurting. But I think it's not going to be that bad. During the fight, it was really bad, but now it's fine. Johnny, how is your future looking? The division is now a hot topic. How is it looking with you for the future? Maybe I would like a fighter from the top 5. I can start next week. I'm feeling great. Let's see what OKTAGON offers me. But I count on it, and I hope that I have deserved a fighter, an opponent from the top 5.
Ja, ich hätte eine Frage an Taha, und zwar zu der Situation. Ich glaube, das war die erste oder zweite Runde.
Khalid, Taha, question for you. I think it was the first or the second round. You have lost your mouth guard. And we saw it was quite hectic. You wanted to say that you lost the mouth guard, but you didn't really know how to communicate it. And you kept on fighting. What do you think about it? Everybody told me your opponent is an idiot, but no, it's not his job to stop. It's not his job. I stopped and I went back a little bit to make some space, to create space for the referee to tell him that I have lost my mouth guard. But not because I was afraid of him, but because I didn't have that mouth guard. So I kept on defending myself and I hoped for the referee to stop it. And I was thinking, now the referee needs to stop it. And then I went back into my opponent and then the referee finally stopped it. And that didn't make sense. It was a hard situation. I understand the referee. It was the moment. It was a quick moment with emotions. I didn't want to hurt my teeth. But I have to say that I never experienced this before. I have a great mouth guard normally. And it happened, but it happened. It was a shitty situation, but it happened. All right, so then it got interrupted. The fight got interrupted. We saw that nobody was reacting to your callings. I think that was... Yeah, I think that was something that... I mean, I don't know what to tell you about it anymore. Do you think that the referee didn't see it? No, he did see it. But in the action, he could not interrupt it immediately, you know? It's hard. I tried to get out of the situation, but my opponent was, of course, experienced, smart, and he didn't give me the space. And that's what makes a veteran a veteran. He is experienced and used the situation. Of course, he didn't just make steps back and say, okay, here's your space. Okay, the next question is for Johnny. Johnny, you are lucky that you are here in front of your hometown audience. What does it mean to you when the fans are on your side? When I fought Rishavi, I heard the fans booing. Of course, that's different. And what's this situation like for you? What if the whole arena was against you? How would you feel? When you're in the cage, you only listen to your coach. You don't mind anything else. We are professional athletes. We don't care about the arena booing or not.
noch eine Frage von mir. I ask it in German. Eine Frage an dich, David. Brutaler Knockout.
Question for David.
Aber erzähl mal ein bisschen über deine Performance.
That was a
in
brutal
Flyweight. Das ist nicht
knockout.
so häufig so ein
Please
brutaler
tell us
Knockout
something
landen.
about your
Erzähl mal,
performance in
wie war die
flyweight.
Situation? Hast du genau
It's
diese Videos
not
gesehen?
that common in your weight class. So how was the situation for you?
Knockouty nejsou tak běžný, nestává se to tak často, spíš je to taková v úvozovkách vzácnost, jsem za to hrozně rád.
It's not that common, yes, in our weight class. It is a question of good timing, and I found the good moment. I looked at I saw my opponent who wanted to kick me, and I reacted well. At the same time, I know that in the last fight I had, when I was on the ground, I was really giving too many strikes all over the place, and I lost so much energy. And that wasn't very productive. And here I was just aiming precisely at the target. And I'm very happy that I managed to turn the game around, and I did the good timing. This is very nice in fighting in general. There are good and bad moments, and it's all about timing, and I really much enjoyed
Vor dem
it.
Kampf gesagt zu Walid, es gibt mehr Sachen als nur dieser Kampfsport und solche Sachen lernt er noch. Meinst du, du hast
Question
so einen
for
Schritt
Walid.
dazu beigetragen,
In the
dass
beginning you said
mehr
that there is
mehr gibt als nur dieses
a
Kämpfen?
question for, sorry, Dvořák. You said that there is more in MMA than just there's more in life than just MMA and fighting.
Když se podíváte zezadu na nápis Octagon Bikini, tak je tam napsáno respekt. A ten mu podle mě trošičku chybí.
When you look at the hoodie of my opponent, there is the sign respect on the back, and I think that's something he loses. I didn't lose my motivation. I am trying to do other things than just fighting. I'm trying to help kids in need. And that's something that motivates me. That's why I do it. When I say that MMA isn't everything, it doesn't mean that I'm burnt out. It doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it. It's the opposite. I found so much strength in me. I found strength to turn the game around, to turn the fight around. Shootouts are something that people like, and I believe that people will enjoy my further fighting. For him, it's a big lesson that he had today, and it just depends on him how he will work with this lesson for the future, how much he will learn from it. I believe he has much potential, but it's up to him how he manages for the future.
Question for Mohamed Walid. This was a hard loss for you, I can imagine, but how did it feel fighting here in Hanover, in your hometown or home grounds? How would you describe your performance? Did you think you only made small mistakes tonight?
So, I felt really good. I prepared really good. I have a strong team behind me. Everything was good. The weight cut was perfect. The only thing, in the beginning of the fight, I felt really good. I feel I controlled the fight. Everything was good. I feel I'm stronger than him, But yeah, it's MMA. You do one mistake, you go down, and shit happen. This is what happened today, but it's just a setback. I'm getting back much stronger. I see a lot of time, deep ocean, but I never stopped. I will come back, believe me. It's just a setback, man.
Thank you. And last question für Jakub. Ich meine, für dich war das auch erstes Main Event mit 22 Jahren. Du hast jetzt, sage ich mal, eine Lehrstunde bekommen.
This was your first main event and you're 22 years old. You lost, but how did you feel in the cage and how was it having the main event? You said that for you it's great that Attila and Carlos have fought here, so how did you feel? It was a great opportunity, and I really appreciate it. I have to say thanks to Jody, he's a good guy. But today wasn't my night. It didn't work out well. I fucked up as far as my tactics. And then I was like, fuck it. I just wanted to put on a good show, a good strikeout, and it didn't work out.
Last 3 minutes, yeah.
Frage an Khalid. Wir haben jetzt immer wieder über deine Verletzungen im Vorhinein
Question for
gesprochen.
Khalid Taha. We talked about your injuries, so how limited were you by them tonight in the cage?
Definitiv war es für mich schwer.
Well, it was harder than it would have been, for sure.
Also wenn ich jetzt so, das ist jetzt ein bisschen kurzfristig nach dem Kampf, aber ich musste mir selber alles nochmal angucken.
Right now,
Ich glaube vielmehr, dass
it's not much time has passed since the fight, so hard to say, but how I felt really is connected to the eye poke. I wasn't able to see well. I couldn't really estimate distance well. All the injuries, all those things together came out and made it hard. Question for Luis Barbosa.
Genau, question to Luis Barbosa. Is in German okay? Genau, du konntest in der ersten Runde einen ganz guten Schlag landen.
Question for Luis. In the first round, you were able to get some strong fists, strong punches. So why didn't it work out in the following rounds?
Eu acho que eu fui para frente, andei para frente, dominei o centro e tentei sempre buscar a luta ali. Eu acho que eu continuei, sim, tipo, sendo mais forte assim, vi que tava com um pouco mais de vantagem no gás.
I thought I tried to go for it. I think I keep more in the middle of the octagon, and I tried, but I couldn't do my grand plan.
Okay, vielen Dank.
That's it, or last one? Yeah, buddy. Last one.
Meine Frage an Guide von Habibullah TV hier. Meine Frage an Batfalski. Bezüglich der Schläge von Johnny.
Question for Batfalski. As far as Johnny's punch, we saw that some of his punches were hard. So was there a moment that you thought you're going down immediately? Because we thought that you were just standing the whole time. So how was it? You kept on your feet. And what do you think makes Johnny so dangerous? I didn't think for a moment that I would just go down. I'm not gonna give up in the octagon. You're gonna have to kill me to get me out. I kept trying to push forward. What makes Johnny good? I don't know. Good combos. Tonight wasn't my night. Today wasn't my day. It wasn't me and my full strength. I didn't make smart moves like he did. It was bad, and then it just turned into a brawl towards the end, so it was my mistake. I played it stupidly tonight. If I had stopped, taken a step back, made it move a bit more, added dynamics, I think I would have won this fight. This was a fight that was winnable for me, but Johnny gave it his all. He made all his steps right, and he won.
Auf jeden Fall auch gute Leistung an dich. Johnny, 12-0.
Even so, you showed a great performance. Johnny, Hanover's your home grounds. What are you gonna eat? Well, I'm gonna have a great burger together with my team. So, your last meal today? Or when was your last meal? Well, in the afternoon, I guess around 3 p.m. So, I'm gonna have a juicy burger, and tomorrow I'm gonna start dieting again.
Ich wollte dich eigentlich gerade fragen, ob du mich auch einlädst. Ich bin hier bei dir.
I wanted to ask you if you were gonna invite me too, because I'm a guest in your town. Are you gonna take me with you? If you come to Dortmund, I'll take you with me.
Okay. So
right.
that was it. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next week in Frankfurt. Good luck.
Moments like these will stay with you forever.
A je konec. Ivan nevypadá dobře.
A teraz tam prišiel tvrdý úder od Ivana.
Buchinger to znovu dokázal.
Legendary battles that have written MMA history. Pure, adrenaline-packed action. Don't miss the next Octagon event in Bratislava. Ivan Buchinger, Vlasto Chepo, Jaime Cordero, Samuel Kristofic, Daniel Schmidt, Veronika Smolkova. And on top of that, the semi-final matchups of the Tip Sport Game Changer with a €1 million prize pool. Octagon 77, October 4th, Tipos Arena, Bratislava. Tickets are available at octagonmma.com or watch live on octagon.tv.